Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to Lotus Tarot TV 444, the podcast. Now, today is about to be a messy one, girl. And the reason why I say this is I've been noticing a lot more videos popping up lately about spiritual advisors, tarot readers, and everyone in between within that community. They are getting dragged, okay, all up and down these YouTube streets. So I thought that I would come on here to, get a discussion started on this topic. I want to know because I've always been one to be open and very vocal about everyone needing to use discernment when it comes to listening to certain spiritual advisors. And hell, that goes for anyone on this platform, no matter what, they do, whether they're a reader, a beauty channel, or whatever. And aside that, I always have been, one to advocate for standing up to the proverbial bully. And I've been noticing a lot of people dealing with scams. And it's really giving us genuine light workers and tarot readers a really bad rap. And so I felt like I couldn't just let this fall by the wayside, especially with some of the videos that I've stumbled upon. And I will be including those links in the description box below so you guys can go and check that out for yourself. But I wanted to touch on a few in particular, okay? Now, you guys are going to see, okay, when I post these links in the description box as well as in the comments, you guys will see a few of their names, okay? And I don't want to be messy because me personally, I have not dealt with these particular spiritual advisors. I haven't purchased any readings from them, so I can't confirm or deny whether the claims made in the videos as well as in the comment sections to those videos are true or untrue. But I will say this, with the amount of people coming out saying the same things, it really does start to make you wonder, right? And so with that being said, you guys can go and check that out on your own time, but I really would love to see what you guys have to say about some of the fraudulent tarot readers that you guys have come across. So drop that in the comments below and let me know your experience. The more of us that come out and speak on these things, the better we'll be able to put a stop to it, or at least to shut them down and prevent anybody else from being scammed and deceived. I talk a lot about some of the topics that some of these tarot readers choose to use as well, just to line their wallets and to line their pockets, such as, the divine feminine and the divine masculine, the karmic readings, and things of that nature. So looking at these things and only putting the focus on that particular subject matter, to me, that looks suspect as it is, because of course that's going to be something that will draw a lot of people in, especially to people that are dealing with loss, people that are struggling with that separation, and especially when it comes to people wanting to be told what they want to hear. And I notice a lot of the readers say a lot of generic, base level things that align with the majority of the people, or that could align with the majority of people, because it's so vague. And so I've seen the deception within their tactics with their own videos, and I've been calling this out a lot. I've also been noticing a lot of other readers have been taking not just my content and my ideas, but there are other tarot readers that have experienced the same thing that I have, where they noticed other readers stealing their ideas and content and then just repurposing these ideas and repackaging them as though they came up with it on their own. And as a content creator and a tarot reader, think of it this way. How would you guys feel, if your ideas and your work was being stolen and sold for profit, and you see all these other people are responding well to it because they can't see past the veil, or they just want to hear what they want to hear. And see, this is where I feel like I need to speak out about this, is because, if we don't talk about this, especially to those of us that are spiritual advisors, then nothing will change. And I don't want anyone to fall victim to someone with a hidden agenda, trying to portray themselves as being all love and light. At some point, they have to get called out. Okay? And, I don't want to go too deep into the topic at hand, you guys, but let me just put it like this. Just because somebody has a larger following, or just because somebody, looks good on the surface, you've got to listen to your gut and really analyze how this person makes you feel. Because one thing I've noticed with specific readers, there were a few that I tried to watch that, had a bigger following than me. And I would listen to maybe about a couple seconds or maybe about a minute of it. And something in my spirit just told me, no, and I click right off. Now, things like that, that's a perfect example of your gut speaking to you about the deception going on when it comes to who you're viewing. Of course, I always talk about God in my readings and how we always need to turn our focus back to God to figure out where we need to be guided to. And we could definitely use that to our advantage and ask God to show us, is this someone that has my best interest at heart? And if not, please remove them from my life. This is getting out of hand, you guys. And the thievery, the ratchetry, and the downright fuckery going on in this community has got to stop. So guys, once again, drop your thoughts below in the comments. And for those of you that have checked out those videos linked in the description box below, I'd love to know your thoughts as well. Do you think that this is all true, or is this all just a means to start more drama that we don't already need in the spiritual community? And also, as a side note, you guys, pay attention to those that have quit tarot reading. Okay. Before I forget mentioning this part especially, I've been noticing a lot of tarot readers quitting under the guise that God led them to do it. Well, if God led them to do it, then your gut will tell you if that is true or not. But once again, you guys, drop your comments below. And until next time, stay blessed, not stressed. Peace and love.